pushing that, and for some people that will really appeal. But you get to the stage where, even having followed that process, there are still unintended consequences, and there's still uncertainty, and there's still context that you can't really explain away. And you get to that point where you go, this is silly, we might as well stop doing this and recognise that there's a constantly evolving world in our relationships, and even, you know, the impact of, on a bad day I may not even see those connections, on a good day I hope I do. It seems to be fool's gold to try and nail down critical thinking in terms of a set of skills, and we really did want to push it as a process. So that was...
I think there's one thing you said there was quite important. You said about questioning your own assumptions, because I think there's a difference between critical thinking of others, say for example what others' work, critical thinking of your own work. It's much harder the latter than the former, because it's human nature. It's easier to give another example, the book reviewer who picks holes in a book, perhaps justifiably, and then perhaps has made the same mistakes in their own book, but they're blind to, perhaps because they're not capable of the critical thinking applied to their own. And if they were, perhaps their own work would then improve, would take to another level. So I think that's quite an important thing, if you're going to get benefits, is to try to think ways to actually look at your own thinking and assumptions. Not to the degree where you say you make so uncertain, you know, that would then be detrimental. You can still become the conclusion, I still firmly believe what I believe. Yeah. But perhaps even with the greater certainty, having at least tried.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I don't suggest that we abrogate responsibility for what we think, but equally that we follow due process to interrogate our thinking. I've certainly moved away. I mean, I've just given you something to read that I wouldn't have written 5 years ago on public health intervention.